Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be looking at Thunderfury DPS based off of statistics from Molten Core, my last Molten Core that I rated yesterday. I did stream most of it too, so if you guys want to watch, I think I streamed all of it actually. My computer crashed before the first boss, so I didn't actually get to do the first boss, but all the rest of them, all the bosses should be in there. If you guys want to check out my live stream on twitch.tv/dilates, it'll be in the description as well. But yeah, so getting into it, let's look at the report. So I didn't do Lucifron. Like I said, you can see in the rankings right here that I didn't do it. Yeah, I didn't do Lucifron. I also died on Rag. It pulled aggro, vanished, and then I built enough aggro to pull aggro again and got my face beat in. The thing about Rag is he resets aggro after every knockback, so it's really tough for melee. And they don't even have our melee go out in our guild, so basically we all just end up dying because of threat, which is kind of retarded, obviously. But it is what it is. So Magmadar, I did do Magmadar, but I didn't actually use Thunderfury on Magmadar because all the times I've used Thunderfury on Magmadar, I actually haven't gotten as good a parse as when I just used my rank 14 offhand. I don't know if it's because it's single target or what, but I didn't use it on that one. Jahinus, I parsed 90 something on Jahinus. Let's see. Rankings. A 96 on Jahinus. Let's see. Thunderfury. So Thunderfury does 18.6 DPS on this fight. This is actually insane because if you think about the DPS of your rank 14 offhand, it's going to be about 7 DPS higher than your Thunderfury because it's 5 DPS just by the white swings, and then it has 28 AP, which is 2 DPS because every 14 AP is 1 DPS, right? And the Thunderfury offhand does 54 DPS, like just the base, while the rank 14 one is 59, and then you just add the 2 DPS from 28 AP, and it's 61.4 DPS. And I think Thunderfury has like 5 or 8 agility or something like that. So it's basically like 7-ish, DPS higher. So basically, if you're getting more than 7 DPS out of your Thunderfury in any fight, it's worth using, right? You're going to be doing more damage than if you're using the rank 14 offhand. And the rank 14 offhand is a pretty insane weapon too, also. So you can see 18.6 DPS. I did 868 damage out of the 45.8k. That's pretty good out of Thunderfury, I'm not going to lie. It's very worth using on Jahinus. Gar, I did use it on Gar as well. I think I also got a 96 on Gar. And I got 28.8 DPS with Thunderfury on Gar, which is crazy to think about because it's it's a single target fight. You would expect to get more procs out of when you're blade furying and cleaving ads. You're gonna have a lot more chances for your offhand to proc Thunderfury, right? So I think honestly on here, I think I got lucky to get this many procs. 1.9k. So it procs 6 times in this fight. That's pretty nutty for a single target fight. But you also got to take this into account. I'm pretty sure it took us a lot longer to kill Gar than it did for us to kill, the other bosses. So you need to take that into account as well. So if the fight goes on longer, obviously you're going to get more procs. But that being said, the DPS will also go down because the fight's going on longer as well. So I don't know. I think this is very interesting, to say the least. 20.8 DPS is actually just nutty for having in your offhand, right? on top of the 54 DPS. So it was doing like 70 DPS, which is just, you know, just crazy. Let's go back. Baron Geddon. I don't think I used Thunderfury on Baron. I didn't use it. I think I only got like a 93 or something on Baron. No, 91. Baron Shazra. I think I actually did use Thunderfury on Shazra. Shazra's kind of a tough. It's only got 8.8 on that one. It's tough with my guild because literally they just let the melee die. So you go in there and you pop your greater arcane protection potions and you just hope that you don't die, right? So it's really tough, to say the least. My guild, I wouldn't say. If you looked at the beginning of the video, you can see my guild statistics. You can tell we're not like super try hard by any means. So obviously it's super hard to get like 100 parses and stuff like that, because by the time, you know, our fights are lasting a good 20 to 30 seconds longer than other like really good guilds, right? So that means that's 20 to 30 seconds of downtime on my CDs, which means my DPS is going to be going, because your DPS, it skyrockets, right? Like once you use Blade Fury and Adrenaline Rush, you're going to be at your peak. So the longer that it takes you to kill the boss, your DPS is going to get lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, right? So having a good guild really makes or breaks your parses. Just if you guys didn't know, but it's still not impossible, right? It still have pretty decent parses. So on this one, 8.8 proc twice. And so basically this, it's still worth, obviously, because you got more than 7 DPS out of it, but it's only 1 to 2 DPS more, so it's not huge. You know, you didn't get that much value out of it, right? Sulfuron, I did use Thunderfury in Sulfuron. I did, yeah. 8.4 DPS again, so this is interesting as well. You would think that it would proc more given the Blade Fury. You guys see I had a fat Blade Fury on this one. 17.2k Blade Fury. I actually looked at the Blade Fury on the next rogue on here, and he only did 7k, so I got 10k more value out of my Blade Fury than the second best rogue in our guild, which is interesting. I had a decent sapper too, 1.5k. Did 19.7 DPS. It's actually pretty big. Just one sapper giving you 20 more DPS after your fight. And this giving me 8.4, yeah. I never really looked at how much sappers actually helped. I figured it was pretty minimal, but you know, 20 DPS in a fight is actually a lot if you're comparing it to people that aren't sappering, right? I didn't use it on Golmag, I don't think. 8.3 DPS on my sapper. Yeah, I don't use it on Golmag. I don't know what it is about Golmag, but I feel like I parse better when I don't use my Thunderfury on Golmag. I'm not sure why. And then Rag, you guys saw what happened on Rag. I got killed. Alright. I had a 19 because it died. Which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, well, thanks for watching the video, guys. Also, the first 100 people that subscribe to my Twitch channel will get a chance at winning a Final Mouse Cape Town. I haven't even opened it yet. It's still in the package. It's actually sitting right next to me. But if you're one of the first 100, then I will. You'll be one of the people that gets a chance to win it whenever that happens. So just keep that in mind too. And thanks for watching the video, guys. So in all, you can say that in Molten Core, whenever I used Thunderfury, I got really good, DPS out of it. There was never a time where the rank 14 offhand would have been better. But I've done Molten Core with it for 1 or 2 times now, so I kind of knew I can use Thunderfury on those other bosses that I didn't next time just to see. But I felt like my parses were always better when I used the rank 14 offhand on Golemag. I did use it on Baron that time, but I actually think Thunderfury is better on Baron. And then I also used it on Magmadar. But I can use it on all the bosses next time, and we'll see. But overall, you can see just from the sheer numbers on details that it's 100% worth to use over the rank 14 offhand.